proxy server and virtual private network. Now these two things are talked together. They are somewhat similar, but they have various differences between them. So in order to understand the difference between VPN and proxy, let me tell you, whenever you through your device, it can be computer, it can be laptop, it can be tablet, whenever you connect to internet, going to website, downloading, uploading or searches, the data is vulnerable. That is, data going and coming is vulnerable. It is not encrypted. It is, your IP is also known. So government or say ISP, it can be Airtel, Jio, whichever, Fido or Bell. Anyone with hacking opportunities or eavesdropper or any adware, they can get control of your data. So now proxy server comes into picture. Proxy server, the data will go through IP only. You will connect to internet through proxy server. So the proxy server working on your device, the IP for example is 11.22.33.44. The proxy server will just change your IP and give its own IP. So the internet will understand that the IP is actually the IP of the proxy server, not yours IP. So this is IP, you can say hiding. Okay. Caching is also done. So the speed can also be increased because anonymity has been achieved, but the data is not still secure because data is open through proxy server, out of the proxy server. Whenever it is going to the web, it is known to everyone. Now comes the VPN. Now VPN has two work. The first work, it exactly does like proxy server. That is, it will hide your IP. The second thing is the content which is going and coming, it is encrypted. Encrypted means the government, ISP, eavesdropper, hacker or anyone else, the data is not vulnerable. Your data is not vulnerable. So encryption and IP hiding is done. So VPN versus proxy. Proxy protects only your browser or a specific app. That is, you have to configure proxy for every app you're using, and you want that this proxy has to be done on these apps. So it works on the application level. While the VPN protects all data going to and from your device. So this works on the operating system level. Proxy works only on the application level. So it will hide your IP. It will also encrypt your data. So as I said, VPN provides you encryption. Proxy does not provide you any encryption. That is, for if you are sending hi, it will go as $@. So nobody will be able to get this data, or even if they get, they will not be able to find anything out of it. So IP hiding is both in VPN and proxy. Okay. IP is a unique ID. Whole world of internet knows you with that IP. So if you're doing private web browsing, you want to change your IP address, don't want to show it, you can use proxy. But if you're doing private web browsing, you want to protect your data or yourself from hacker, from ISP, internet service provider tracking, or you want to hide your IP, you need some anonymity, some safety security, you should go for VPN. Proxy and VPN, proxy server and virtual private network. So they are talked together. They are basically to hide and secure your data. But the proxy server is only hiding your IP. It works on the application level. You can have multiple applications, so it has to be configured for every application. So the IP will be hidden. That is, proxy server will give its own IP and the web will know the IP of proxy server. But in VPN, it is hiding your IP. Along with this, the data coming and going, the encryption is done. Encryption is done. That means even if somebody gets hold of the data, they will not be able to understand. So VPN encrypt your traffic. For example, if you're sending hello, it may go as say $_, or whichever way, it is incomprehensible. So VPNs encrypt your traffic while the proxy servers don't. Encryption proxy, no. VPN proxy, yes. VPN service protects you as a user from ISP tracking, from government surveillance and hackers. If you are a user, you have to go to a VPN client. You will connect to a VPN client first. Then it will connect to the ISP, internet service provider, and there will be a VPN server, and that VPN server will connect with the internet. Okay. So it can be any tracking, any surveillance by the government or non-government people. You will be able to protect yourself and your data, but the proxies don't. Okay. So they should never be used to handle sensitive information. Only VPN if you have very sensitive data to be secured. Okay. It can be NordVPN, it can be ExpressVPN. There are so many of them. Right. VPN actually reroutes all your traffic through the VPN server. As I just told you that this is your VPN server. So there is a proper rerouting going on because they work on the OS level, operating system level. While most of the proxies which are available, they only reroute the traffic of a specific app, application or a browser, because they only work on application level. Okay. For proxies, you have to configure each proxy for each application. Okay. But only working on app will not solve your issue, because you are working on an app, that other app can also send the data and receive the data. In VPN, it works on the operating system level. VPNs can be slower. It's very obvious because they need to encrypt your sensitive data. Okay. There are certain ways to improve the internet connection and browsing speed, but VPN is all about encryption and decryption, hiding your IP and doing everything safely. VPNs, because they are providing so many things, IP hiding and your encryption, so they are usually paid. There are free VPNs also, because but they have certain limitation, and you cannot handle your data to anyone. Many of the proxy servers are free. Many of the proxy servers, but VPN are generally paid. As I just suggested, NordVPN, ExpressVPN, there are so many VPNs that you can employ. And see, proxy and VPN, they both are not illegal, they are legal, because sometimes you want to access a website which is not available in your country. How will you do that? So a VPN connection is more reliable, more secure, and it can keep your data safe, while the proxy server, it can also save your data, but the connections may drop frequently, and the ISP in between, they may share your data, they may share your ISP, because that is known to them. So the difference only is VPN encryption, proxy, no encryption, both of them have IP hiding in them. Alright. They both have same kind of thing to safely allow you to work on the internet. I hope you have a better idea between VPN versus proxy. Thank you so much.